I found you, without which whatever I've manifested wouldn't have. So it's deep, deep, deep gratitude for you finding me or me finding you.
We are cooperative components to one another. Vibrational matches. You want to know and we know. That's a vibrational match, isn't it? You have a question, we have an answer. Because when life gave you the question, it also gave you the answer. But you can't be a vibrational match to the question and the answer at the same time. But the inner part of you can be a vibrational match to the answer. Does that make sense to you? So those dark times that you sometimes are living are causing you to create things that then later you get to experience the deliciousness of it.
So when you look back at those dark times, they don't...
You feel appreciation for every one of them, for what they created for you. And then you feel appreciation for your finding a way to align with the vibration of them. And that is where we come in. That is where we come in. We'll take that. We don't ever stop focusing upon the solutions or the answers that you're looking for, which makes it easier for you to find them if you stay focused on the desire. Yeah.
Okay, so my question that I had was on love. And I understand we come from love. We go back into love.
You are love. That's your frequency. Love isn't a word. It's not even really an emotion primarily. It's a frequency. It's a frequency of non-resistance and absolute knowing and well-being.
How can we be more of that while we are in the physical?
By wanting it, and by recognizing it when you find it, and by milking it when you do find it, by finding easy matches and then just focusing there until the law of attraction makes it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's impossible to miss it. You don't have to get your arms around it. You don't have to gather it together. You just have to make sure that whatever it is that you're focused upon has no resistance, and it will grow into more and more and more of that. And humans don't want to give it the word love until it grows quite a bit. But it can be love at the very subtle early stages too, can't it? Now, you all heard that, didn't you? And you wouldn't have been able to hear that if it had not been for everything else that happened today. But you understand that, don't you? Your bag of marbles is now more understandable to you. So what are some easy matches for love? Children.
Nature. This cruise.
Harmony. Appreciation. This tastes good. This feels good. This looks good. This smells good. I like this. I like this. I like this. Well, look at that. Well, what do you know? So much all at once. It just seems like there's more and more. Look over there, look over there, look over there, look over there, until in time it's all you can see. You can be blinded by love. In other words, it's such a dominant part of who you are that anything else that you drop in your bag because of a brief encounter of some kind just bounces right out. Doesn't even play a big part because you've focused upon what you want to harmonize with. And what's the easiest way to understand that? That's who your inner being is. And how do you know you're doing it? You can feel your way to it. You sure can feel when you're moving away from it, and you can feel the intensity as things grow, as things become more. So it is our desire that you make the absolute association between your ability to find a frequency, focus upon it, do it on purpose, feel the emotional expansion of it, and then know that you can do that anytime that you choose, if you're not too far down the rabbit hole when you start it. Really good. Enough?
Something more on this. I'd read in Conversations with God, it said, when you face your deepest love, you will also face your deepest fear.
Well, what that's about is every subject is two subjects. And we said something like that earlier. When you're focused upon the problem, even though you are humanly focused upon the problem, you're asking for a solution. And so the solution is growing identically, proportionately to your attention to the problem. It's just that you can't enjoy it. You can't experience it. It can't become denser for you. It cannot become more manifested, but it is growing. In other words, both ends of the stick are happening at the same time. You just get to choose which end you focus upon. And it's helpful to know that your inner being is always focused upon that good feeling end. And when you're not, you sure can tell, can't you? Jerry and Esther had the pleasure of meeting Neale Donald Walsch. They enjoyed every encounter they had with him. And one day, he called them. He wanted to talk to them about The Secret, the movie The Secret, that was based upon this work. And the creator of The Secret, wonderful experience, had called him to come and participate. And so he had flown in at his expense and had put himself up at his expense and had been interviewed for some time. And he said, guess how much of me is in the film? And Jerry said, I don't know. And he said, 17 seconds. And he said, I didn't appreciate that very much. I felt taken advantage of. And right before Esther could say, oh yeah, I hear you, brother, he said, however, it's sowing seeds. It's reaching people that are not ready to hear quite what I know. He said, it's of advantage to this planet. And really, when I think about it, I'm happy to have been a part of it. And when they hung up, Esther said to Jerry, that was really interesting. And Jerry said to Esther, for a minute we were talking to Neale, and then we were talking to God. In other words, everyone has those step one moments where they're launching the rockets of desire, but he recognized right in the middle of his conversation with Jerry and Esther that he was moving in a direction that did not feel good, and with every word he spoke, he could feel his diversion from what he meant, and he was able to stop it early on and say what he really means to say, and they all reveled in it, and Esther will never forget that.